Hey guys, hope y'all hope y'all are doing good. Excuse the voice today. Today will be a tutorial on the Rebellion solid state amp of got from Bookerlabs. Shout out to Bookerlabs, Mr. Tom Hahn and Mr. Colin Barrett from Bookerlabs and the Bookerlabs family. As you all know, Delroy White here from Viscount. Currently doing this tutorial of the Rebellion amp, going through my 145 cabinet, installing my 145 cabinet, and it's going via 11 pin to my Viscount from the amp to the the Viscount to the amp, vice versa. So let's see. Let's talk about the pros. So far, I have not found any cons with this amp, and also the specifications of this amp and what it can do. All right. So currently, Booker Labs sells this in two models. They have them in the it's in the EBY output, and then you have the Molex 093 output. Okay, and it's really you have a different room of of how you want to connect your your amp, depending on the cabinet, your crossover and all that type of stuff. But the good thing, what this amp does, it's a solid state alternative for vintage traditional tube amplifiers, like a vintage 122 that has the tube 6550s with your OC3s and your 12AU7s, both on the left and the right, or unless you have one 12AU7 and you have a EIS solid state relay for switching. But that's what this does. And it's compatible for all 11 pin organs that's wired for an 11 pin, both new or even vintage organs that you have that is wired for an 11 pin. And so far, pretty much the description of it, as I said, it's 11 pin. The weight of this is really 6 pounds. It's not as heavy as a normal vintage 122 or 147. And the great thing about it is that it is covered under the bottom of it. Unlike the 122, 147, those are opened. So traveling with those, you got to be careful of the internals that's inside of it. The capacitors and the resistors and all that type of stuff, diodes and all that. So you don't want to shift anything or break anything. But the good thing is that they have covered the bottom of it, so it makes things easier. You can travel, and for all backline companies that is looking for to get this amp, I would definitely give it. Yes, you need to go check them out. Please go and support. The current price I'm looking on pretty much on their website. It's running between 849 to 859. All right, so it's definitely a purchase, because I will say this, getting a brand new amp. I have a 122 tube rectified, brand new chassis, brand new internals, transformers, guts, everything, and it was done by a technician, my good friend Mark Spears from Florence, South Carolina. If you all need any amps or anything of that sort to be rebuilt, vintage, or any Hammond organs to be serviced, you can hit him up as well. Shout out to Marcus Spears from Spearhead Team Music Services. All right, so back to the 11 pin. The good thing with the 11 pin is that if you have an organ that's wired for an 11 pin, if you have an organ that's wired for an 11 pin or the Viscount, you can do straight kit. And the good thing is that you can swap the old amp from 122 or 147 out and slide this one in, and it's not even heavy. No tubes needed. It's solid state, but you can't tell it's really solid state how warm this thing. It has a really good warm tonality, and it gets there. It can push you, and there's a lot of they added some couple features on it where you have features is like they have the vintage style two pin output connector, and the other one, which is the option of the Molex connector or quarter jack. You have that as well. You have standard motor outlets, which is the four outlets for the fast and slow of each rotor for the horn and the top and for the bottom. Sorry, because for the horn on a vintage AC motor uses the two the slow and the fast as well as the lower rotor slow and fast, right? And then the selectable 45 to they have a selectable 40 to 90 watt output into the 16 ohms speaker, right? Both for the horn and the bass, right? Bass driver. Again, the Leslie is an 11 pin connector. It has an input sensitivity, one VRMS, and the gain. You have a gain switch, which you can turn up the gain, cut it. You can cut the normal, or you could cut it if it's on normal. You can cut it to cut stuff. So you can cut on the gain stagings stages, and then it's compatible with the 122 AC power cable. And then you have the connectors, getting 11 pin. Now, my thoughts on this, for me renting out a the Rebellion amp for backline companies, I give it a 10 out of 10. Why? Because it's less maintenance. Maintenance. I'm from Jamaica, so y'all excuse my accent. So maintenance, and so what I'm saying is it cut down on the cost on servicing back preamp pre two preamplifiers. I have a 147, I have a 122, and after a while when you work those and they're rebuilt and so forth, they will last long and they're very reliable. But sometimes what comes into play that parts and man-made stuff may fail and stuff. I've got this one so far, and it's very quiet. It was shipped really good, professional. Had no issues. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play just a couple of stuff, very few stuff, so y'all can hear what it sounds like. Okay, and but before I go into that, real quick, yes, just to answer the question, I was saying regarding would I, is it worth going on a rental? Is it stable enough? Yes, it is, and it does have a good bass and a good tonality of the highs. That's the thing that surprised me with this amp because original solid state Leslie's versus a tube amplifier. The original solid state amplifiers back then didn't they were loud. This one is loud, but the difference with I find very much with this one is it's the Rebellion amp. The Bookerlabs Rebellion amp it imitates and and it sounds more tube-ish versus solid state. So when you're overdriving it, it can break up as how you want it to break up, and that's good. That's good, right? What else I was going to say? I would take this over the original solid states definitely because it's definitely an improvement in tonality and stuff. And you have both highs and lows EQ the right way. I don't know what they put in this thing, but it sounds really amazing. And I implore you guys, please give them a support. Purchase their products. Their products is spot on. And being that it also you can use that into a vintage Leslie, that's a thumbs up. I'm in the home studio currently right now, as I said earlier, using it through my 145. So I'm going to play something real quick and let you all listen, and y'all can comment, and let me know what y'all think. All right. And that you just heard is the one of the red cab organs. Um, so I'm going to go to a more GI wax cap to tame down the highs, and you can see how well it models the sound engine of the Viscount very well. Even the chorus vibrato is spot on. I'm going to switch over to another A100, and this one here is the GI wax cap. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Yeah, guys. So you definitely hear a difference with with how the models and how well the Rebellion amp responds to the models. And this is the thing too. You can have a very good organ, and I'll put this out here. You can have a good organ, but if your Leslie amp is not right, you can tell. You can tell. It will sound very distorted, very muddy. It's not clean. It's not warm. It doesn't give you the nice bass, nice highs. And even with the crossover, it doesn't trans well with the crossover right because it's just not. But with this Rebellion amp, as you can definitely hear, it sounds really, really good. It's worth the purchase, and you can give them a shout out if you want to call them. I think they're located in the Greenville, South Carolina area. So please, guys, as I said, when I said give them your support. If you want to purchase, it's a very easy install. You can install yourself. You don't need no screwdrivers, no nothing of that sort. All right, I'm gonna play one last one. Just play something real quick. All right, guys. So you heard it. You definitely heard it. Um, just please comment. Please comment. I'm sorry. Comment what you think, what you like, and if you're interested of any Viscount purchases, I'm also a Viscount dealer. So definitely, guys, I definitely approve of this Rebellion amp. Please go and check it out. Support, purchase it. I recommend it, highly recommend it. It's very good. It's very good. Good frequency, good sound, good everything. All right. So, from the Viscount team, of course, Team Viscount, and also Bookerlabs, y'all take care, be blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next tutorials. Y'all take care. Bye.